All right, folks, it is time. The day is here, June 5th, and my Nintendo Switch 2 has arrived. All right, let's check it out. A little bit of unboxing here. Ooh. Let's see. There we go. All right, got the screen and the Joy-Cons, the magnetic Joy-Cons. I feel like I have to be ever so gentle with this. The last thing I want to do is just drop it as I'm unboxing it. Cool. There it is. The screen. Oh, I got a little reflection of this other monitor. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And the kickstand. And the screen. And let's get the Joy-Cons out of here. Got the blue one. Let's feel this magnetic thing going on. Oh, look at that snap. All right, all right. Pull out the reddish pink on the other side. Already like these much better than the other Switch, or the original Switch. They're bigger. I like the snap. Yeah, there it is, folks. Nintendo Switch 2. Let's turn it on. I do need to port everything over from my first Switch. I'm not going to bore everyone with those details, but oh, there it is. So pleasant, the way Nintendo always is. All right, the Americas. Gotta, of course, accept the end user license agreement. All right, connect to the interwebs. All right, hop on the network. I feel like this is pretty much the same sound for keyboard clicking that the other Switch has. All right. It's joining. Same animation from before, I think. And it's a little bit different. Oh, got to get the day one update. Yep. All right, let's do that. Let's see how long that takes. Oh, I get the time zone. All right. Time zone here on Pacific. All right. With Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Of course, that's the value prop. That's why I got this thing. Come on now. Oh, teaches you about the kickstand. Oh, and now you can connect the adapter at the top of the system, as opposed to the original Switch with the port at the bottom. This makes a lot of sense. So this is good. Okay, so this is all about how you detach the Joy-Cons. So you got the release button on the back here. There we go. Oh, the button is a little bit bigger than the one on the original Switch. All right, so hold the release button. Oh, it wanted me to detach both for now. There we go. All right, select next with the controller you removed. Oh, it wants me to do it with the the other one. Do I want to connect on a TV? Yes, but later. We'll do that later. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to do the rest of the unboxing. Totally forgot about that. View attachment guide. Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Pull out the grip. Got your paperwork, got your HDMI cable, got your Joy-Con handles. Put that over here. And the grip. Here is the grip. Get these on here. Nice little snap again, the magnetic snap. There it is. Next. All right, remove them. Yeah, I get it, same way. Okay, the straps, I pulled those out already. I'm not gonna attach those now. Remove the straps using the same button. This is what let me turn this around so folks can see what it's asking me. Cool. All right, choose a style. Yep, gotcha. And now the download. So that was really just a way for them to keep me busy while this thing is downloading the update. Also, I guess I learned some things. What else we got in here while that's happening? Got your adapter. And USB-C cable, it appears. And the dock, the new dock, the dock that has a fan in it, because this thing, oh yeah, this dock is way beefier than the previous dock. Yep. All right. Yeah, so this has a fan because this thing has a lot more power than the original Switch. It's going to run a little bit hotter. So, you know, fan in the dock. Cool. So it's updating, and then I imagine the next step is going to be transferring everything from my Switch 1 onto my Switch 2. So I'm about to start the system transfer, but I thought it'd be useful just to show the difference between the Switch OLED and Switch 2. As you can see, the screen is much bigger. And let's throw the Joy-Cons on here. And you can see how much bigger the entire system is with Joy-Cons. That is very satisfying. That snap much better than the old rail system. So there you go. OLED switch on the top, Switch 2 on the bottom. And you can see the size difference. Pretty cool. I have very large hands, so this works for me much better. All right, I figured I would show some of this transfer process. So I signed in with my Nintendo account on the Switch 2, and now it's time to bring my Switch OLED close to the Switch 2, and I had to plug in the Switch 2, and now the transfer process. So bring the systems close. They are close. They are very close. Let's see. Do the following on the source system. All right, have to open some settings. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, I had to find the system transfer to Nintendo Switch 2 option in my settings on the old Switch. So click that. The system's data will be transferred to a Nintendo Switch 2 system. Clicking next. You can keep playing compatible Nintendo Switch software on Nintendo Switch 2. Well, yes, of course I can. Some things might not be compatible. Make sure that your system is nearby. All right. The system is nearby. And we're waiting. What am I agreeing to? Other users' data will be transferred with the system data. Please share this information with everyone who uses this same system. Okay, so it's telling me to let my son know that his account is moving. He'll be very happy. He'll be thrilled to know that. Yep, there we go. Users who are not linked to an account will be removed from the system and transferred. Oh, because my son is not linked to a proper Nintendo account, he's going to be removed from this system and moved over to Switch 2. Now, I do want to keep him on this, so I am going to remedy this situation before I keep moving on, because I still want him to be able to use this account or use this Switch. We'll have two Switches. The old one, which, you know, he can play with, and then the new one, which is Daddy's. And he'll play with that as well. All right, so I need to go ahead and link him to a proper Nintendo account. All right, I got my son set up now so he can continue to use the Switch OLED while also being transferred over to Nintendo Switch 2. So had to link his account basically to his profile, so that's done. Now, make sure the Switch is nearby. Yep, it's nearby. Yep, been through this. All right. Save data will be removed for all these demos. Perfectly fine. Oh, and removed for Fortnite, which is also fine. That data is in the cloud with Fortnite. Oh, I have to connect an adapter. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. All right, so this is where we see some of the issues with the first Switch design. I have to connect this adapter at the bottom on the old Switch. Pretty annoying. Can't stand it up. But all right, that has been fixed on Switch 2. And now I think we are ready for a transfer. Let's do it. How much time? How long will it take? It is calculating. 6 minutes left. All right. I'll go ahead and pause. Come back when it's ready. All right. Download complete. Let's see what's going on. Screenshots imported to the card. I don't have a card in here yet. I'm still waiting on my Express micro SD card to come in. Oh, never mind. I can use the micro SD card that's not Express, that's in the OLED, and put that into here. I see. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's see. I believe it is under here. Yep, there it is. All right. Oops. SD card. Micro SD card. Oh, no, the system, yeah, I did that the way I shouldn't do it, but that's all right. Now, have it ready and insert under here. Yeah, so even though it says right here, Micro SD Express, I guess for this transfer of screenshots and videos, you can use the micro SD non-express card. To use it, I need to update the system. So there's that. Update system. All right, that was pretty fast. Now we're back and the micro SD card can now be used. screenshots and videos on the micro SD card will be copied to system memory. This may take a while. While we're waiting for the screenshots and everything to get ported over, I must say I love the look of this. Love how it feels. Feels a little bit more high quality, I guess, than the previous one. Makes sense because it's more expensive than the previous one by a lot. But yeah, you can see it, you can feel it. It is a very solid looking device. It's sleek. I have a feeling that this really will replace the Steam Deck for me, which is cool and you know, very powerful, but also kind of big, kind of uncomfortable to hold. Doesn't feel as portable, but this thing feels really good and looks great too. I love the finish on it. All right, screenshots and videos have been copied over. Cool, cool. Oh. Remove the micro SD card. I guess I don't have to turn this one off the way that you have to turn off the old switch when you remove the card. Okay, it has been removed. And restart system. Setup takes a little while. I guess if you have a lot going on, if you have screenshots, if you have other accounts, yeah, it will take a little bit. Oh, system transfer complete. Theme color from the source system is carried over. That's cool. Oh, it is time, it is time, it is time. Look at that. Setup complete. Let's see. Again, so delightful. Love Nintendo. All right. So all of my games from Switch 1 are downloading onto my Switch 2, including Dogman. Not one of my games, it's my son's game, you know, but we have a good time with it. But yeah, you can see Zelda, Paper Mario, Persona 5 Royal, and so on. All right. So not much I can do quite yet until all of this is on here. Also, I need to load Mario Kart World, and maybe a few other games. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get Street Fighter 6 on this. Maybe even Cyberpunk 2077, we'll see. Oh, my first virtual game card has been added for Suikoden. This is the new version for Switch 2 that I pre-ordered. So look at that. It is now a virtual game card added to my Switch 2. Oh, and it's giving me a little bit of instructions around that, or just telling me that it's successfully loaded. And there it is. It's downloading. So again, this is a title that I pre-ordered for Switch 2. And here it is loading as a virtual game card. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to get some games on here, and then maybe I'll do a gameplay video shortly after that. But Switch 2, it is here, and I have it in my hands. More to come.